A very good evening, everyone. And this evening we have with us a first-time speaker here at the Buddhist Maha Vihara's Dhammadana series. He's Dr. Ashoke. And you must be wondering because we never had a lay speaker for a long time. We always had monastics who have come. Dr. Ashoke Priyadarshana has come highly recommended from his peers, especially his senior professor who's known to us. And he recommended him highly to come and spend some time with us. So this is his first visit to Buddhist Maha Vihara. Welcome, Dr. Ashoke. Glad to have you here. So before we start, and I'd just like to inform you that actually we are doing a series of talks based on mental well-being and health. And October is the month, apparently has been, nominated to be Mental Health Awareness Month. But I was told, but there's a day, October 10th, is actually the Mental Health Wellness Day, or October 10th. So in conjunction with that, we've got a psychologist with her. He's a trained psychologist. And we're so glad that he has accepted to come and speak on a few very relevant and contemporary subjects. Just let me read his profile very quickly. Dr. Ashoke is a consultant psychologist at the University of Visual and Performing Arts, Colombo. He's also a lecturer at the University of Kelaniya in Sri Lanka. Dr. Ashoke is an international speaker on Buddhist psychology and psychology in general. Dr. Ashoke received his PhD in counseling in cultural context from the Nagananda International Institute for Buddhist Studies. And he's also received a Bachelor of Arts honors degree in psychology from the University of Peradeniya. He has also got a diploma in psychology and counseling, a diploma in clinical psychology, certificate for teaching for higher education from the University Grants Commission, Sri Lanka. So he's a well-rounded individual who's got a lot of academic background. So I think he's a relevant person and the correct person to speak to us on mental health and issues regarding mental health, but with a Buddhist twist, not just from a medical perspective. So Doctor, we're most happy that you can start this evening sharing. Yes. Thank you. So Dr. Ashoke, please.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Mr. Elsie, for introducing me. And can you pass me a smile, please? Because then your brain knows that you are happy, right? In neuro-linguistic, right? How we say neurologically, even though your mode is not that much, good, but if you start smiling, you can still deceive your brain, and the brain knows that you are happy, right? So that's it, and thanks a lot for introducing me once again, Mr. Tilak. And this is my first visit to Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur, KL, and there I know there are some pleasant people around, and thanks a lot once again. So in Buddhism, we use the word Dhamma Sakaccha, right? Dhamma Sakaccha. Sakaccha refers to discussion. Not not Dhamma talk like, there is this, the person and he keeps on talking and you keep on listening. That's not the stuff. That's not the thing. And we have to have the discussion all the time. Dhamma Sakaccha. In Buddhism, you say, Kalena Dhamma Savanam, Kalena Dhamma Sakaccha. Which means when the time comes, you have to start discussing the Dhamma. So this is going to be a Dhamma discussion, right? Rather than a Dhamma talk, because I will not be standing here and keep on talking, but in the meantime you will listen to me, right? Now in Buddhism, I saw some of you were meditating there, I guess, when I noticed, right? I noticed that. It's a very good thing. So in Buddhism, there is this you have heard of suttas. Yes, right? Okay, I try to be as simple, try to be simple as much as possible as Mr. Tilak asked me to do. Okay, I try not to use any academic type of, words here. Right? So, suttas. So, what do suttas teach you, tell you? What do you mean by that, according to your point of view? You are free to talk. Values? Okay. What else? Discover ourselves. Very good. Okay, discover ourselves. Okay. There is this sutta called Rohitassa. Okay. Rohitassa. You don't have to keep that in your mind, but what I'm trying to say is that the meaning or the what it says, what it depicts, right? Rohitassa. There it says that when it comes to reality, you don't have to go that much far. Now, of course, in modern science, what we normally do is that we do lots of experiments. Is that so? Right? We do lots of experiments about external things, external matters. But here, what the Buddha says is that without being focused on what is there, it's better to be focused on yourself. The world, the truth lies in this fathom-long body. Let me repeat it once again. Truth of the world lies in this fathom-long body. So you don't have to go that much far. But modern science, what modern science does is that, so I don't, neglect, I don't reject, right? We should not be, extremists. Right? So what they do should be appreciated, that's there. But they just move towards other aspects. In Asia, we use the word dhyapana. There are two terms. You don't have to keep that in your mind all the time. Okay? Dhyapana and adhyapana. Dhyapana in the sense you go inward, not outward. Adhyapana refers to you always go outward and try to figure out certain things. But dhyapana in the sense, you just go inward, towards yourself. That's what dhyapana is all about. So when it comes to Asian education, especially Buddhism, it's about yourself. Like, try to find out who you are without being focused on, the external factors. Right? Okay. Now, let me talk about another thing. Now suppose that there is no light here. There is no light. When there is no light, you use electric torch, right? Now when you use electric torch, you can see things around. Is that so? Yes? So what can I say about, the handle is there, the behind the handle. The light is not behind the handle. It's dark. Is it? Is it? Yes or no? Now you just focus on something by using electric torch, but you can see, but here, behind the handle, it's dark. So, as individuals, we tend to focus on external factors. So, what I'm asking you to do is that turn the torch towards yourself. Even in Buddhism, what it says is that the light turns. You should turn towards yourself. I guess you might have heard of Rumi. Have you heard of Rumi? Yes? Who is Rumi? Rumi. Yes, a poet, a famous poet. And he says, he's not only a poet actually, a philosopher, right? And Rumi says, there can be many lamps. There can be many lamps, but there is only one single light. What does it mean? It's just like a koan. You know koans? Yeah? Koan? What is koan?
Kind of absurd question, a question that is apparently doesn't make any sense and in Mahayana Buddhism, right? Zen Buddhism.
Yes, and you have to go after it and you have to search for the meaning. Yes, it's just like a koan, just like a riddle. Okay? It's just like a riddle. Now there are many lamps, but there is one single light. What does it mean? There can be different boats, there are different boats, but we are in the same cyclone. It's just like another riddle, another koan. Now, you said, there are different lamps. You are a lamp, you are a lamp, you are a lamp, I am a lamp, you are a lamp. But there is one single light, the light of wisdom. The light of wisdom. Buddha says that, charata bhikkave charikam, bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukha. You don't have to keep that in your mind. Once again. Which means, now, the Buddhist doctrine is for everybody. Every single being out there, every single human being out there. Not only for people coming from Asia, but also people around the world. Because why? We are in the same what? We are in the same? Not in the same boat. We are in the same storm. We are in the same storm. We might be in different boats. Is that so? Which means we are coming from different backgrounds. We are coming from different cultures. There is this sutta once again. Sorry to tell you about these, the suttas. It comes naturally. Right? Vasetta. And he said that there can be differences among trees, plants. There can be differences among animals. But there should not be any differences among human beings. Even though we are in different boats, but we are in the same cyclone. In that sense, what the Buddha has preached can be applicable to all the beings in the world. Buddha says something really important. Ehi passiko. What do you mean by that? Yes, ehi passiko. Very good. Ehi passiko. Come and see. That is the freedom given. Ehi passiko. You yourself see. You are not compelled. You are not forced. You yourself see. Here, of course, you have come here. You are not forced. Right? In Buddhism, it is open to all of us. Got it? Am I making any sense? Am I clear? Okay. Right. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Now, that could be the hardest question to be answered. When I was lecturing in Colombo, there was this nun, bhikkhuni, coming from Vietnam. And he said, Doctor, can we say like this? Who are you not? When I ask the question, who are you? Can we say, who are you not? Wow. That stopped me, teaching for a while, and I was thinking about that as well. Who are you and who are you not? Got it? Now, are you focusing on yourself now? Yes? 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 While you're listening to... No. Listening to me. Which means awareness is there. Is it? Awareness is there. Is it? Awareness is a key word. In Buddhism, yes, come please. Awareness is a key word. Awareness, and there is another word, another preposition actually. You are aware of. What are you aware of? Now say that you are aware of me. I am the object. But behind the object there is awareness. Awareness is clear. Got it? Awareness is clear. It's pure. But you are aware of the object. Even Rupert Spira, I don't know whether you have heard of Rupert Spira. I will be talking about Rupert Spira as well in the future. Right? Okay. I will be having, I'll be delivering 5 lectures. So this will be interconnected. Okay. Right? So awareness is quite important. Now what I'm asking you to do is that be aware of yourself. Got it? Which means, once again, it's kind of neutral observation. No manipulations. No suppression. Got it? Clear? Okay? No manipulations, no suppressions, nothing. Then, who am I? No need to think about, we'll say, academic stuff or any concepts, anything, nothing. Don't. Never. Be simple as much as possible. We'll try to be simple as much as possible. Okay? Who is this big I? Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Now the marks are there. Sometimes you should not try to clean things. Let them be clear. The more you try to clean things, the things will become more complex. Let them be. Am I clear? Yes? Let it be. Right? Huh? Yes. That's tough. I mean, when you try to do it, that is where the toughness comes. Let it be sometimes. Okay, right. Now, who are you? Normally, I don't stick to slides. But, when it comes to Dhamma talk and presentations and everything, you have to have slides. That's the protocol. So I'm not a person like that, but sit. Now, I have seen, as a psychologist, there are lots of similarities between Buddhist teachings, certain Buddhist teachings, and certain, not everything, certain psychological principles. That is why they even use the word Buddhist psychology now, because you see certain similarities. Because you have to take the message to the West, to certain people who are not very much aware of this. In that sense, it's better to use the word Buddhist psychology, because some are not willing to use the word. We'll try to be more flexible then. Now, Johari is one of the popular, we'll say, diagrams that talks about who are you. Now, this indicates when you focus on yourself, there are certain things that you know about yourself and others also know. Is it? If I ask you to say something like that, I know about myself and also others know. Do you have any answers? Anything? Nope. That's the first open area. You know and others also know. Yes? Clear? You spot it? Right? Spot it? Good. And there is another blind spot. There is a blind spot. Now you are focusing on yourself. That is a blind spot. Others know, but you don't know. Well. Good. Do you think there are certain things like that? What do you think, Miss Leslie? There are certain things that, about yourself. Some people know that they are in you, but you don't know. Is it? You nod your head, yes? Huh? Yes, true. And let me talk about this one as well, hidden area. Okay? On the other hand, there are certain things you know about yourself, but others don't know. Yes? 100%. 100%. Agree? Now here, before starting this, I said, we have to have neutral observation. Awareness is the key. Awareness is the key. No manipulations, no suppressions, nothing. There are certain things that you know about yourself, others also know. And there are certain things that you know, but others don't know. What can you say about that part? In Buddhism, we use the word vanchaka. Vanchaka dharma. Vanchaka. Vanchaka in the sense cheating. You know that you are cheating, but others don't know. Okay. Yes. Sorry? Yes, exactly. Truthful. You're not truthful. True. Once again, I'm telling you, if they are there, don't hide. Don't hide them. Don't suppress them. Push down. You don't push. Never ever push it down. What happens when you push it down? That is denial. Yes. The first thing is denial, and denial is a defense mechanism. Right? And when you push it down, what will happen? What will happen? What can you say about the pressure? Builds up. It builds up. Exactly. When you try to forget something, what will happen to that? It keeps coming. Even in dreams. Yes. Even in dreams. Now sometimes, you see dreams which are unacceptable. My goodness, whether I have experienced something like that, whether I have dreamed like that, how possible it is? Do you understand what I say? Yes? Unacceptable thoughts. Don't you experience unacceptable thoughts? Depending on the situation. Yes. Unacceptable in what sense? Socially it could be unacceptable. But they could come to your mind, is it? Yes? Agree with me? Agree? Yes? This is not what I am saying, nah? This is not what I am saying. Awareness, once again. You mean awareness?
Yeah, only if that person has the conscience, he will feel guilty.
I'm coming to that. Yes, true. What you say is true. But here, of course, at the very beginning, I just ask you, try to be, neutral. Neutral observation is a must. Here, you see things as it is or as they are. In Buddhism, There is this statement says, Yata Bhuta Jnana Dasana, sorry. Once again, Yata Bhuta Jnana Dasana in the sense, I don't have a flower here, but we'll say, this is a flower. Is it okay if I take? Now this is a flower. Now this is a flower. Now you can talk about this flower as it is. I mean, you can describe as it is. Not your personal view. Not your perception. I mean, personal perception. Got it? You explain it as it is. In Buddhism, you say, Yata Bhuta Jnana Dasana. You see things as they are. No manipulations. Now, when you look at your life, there are certain things that are not preventable. Is it? Is it? Yes. Yes. And when things are not preventable but still you face, what is your response? What is your response? For example, we'll say separation from your loved ones. Yes. Is it a part of our lives? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. But initially, as I said, denial is the first response that we show. This is not what I say. This is what Kubler-Ross says. Right? Denial. You deny. Even when it comes to Buddhism, you might have heard of Kisa Gotami. Some of you have heard, some of you have not. Kisa Gotami. Now, there was this, the mother, Kisa Gotami. She lost her only child. She lost her only child. But she did not accept the fact that the kid was dead. And Kisa Gotami was going after, looking after a doctor who could treat the child. For us, of course, what is she doing? But from her point of view, what is it? Haven't you experienced something like that? When you lost your loved ones, you have experience. What's the first thing? No, it's not possible. It's not possible. Denial. So denial is the first thing. Now here, I mentioned Yata Bhuta Jnana Dasana, which means you see things as it is. Here, even in life, you see things as they are, but suffering takes place when you do not accept, when you reject. When the rejection is there, do you understand? When your rejection is there, suffering is experienced. Buddhist psychology is all about what? Fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Then Buddhist psychology should be all about fill in the blank. Making people accept what the life offers to you. Now we have been born. You can't deny. We have been born, right? Yes, we have been born. Now we are supposed to experience a lot of things. Yes? Yes? Are you ready for that? Mr. Leslie, yes, why not? Yes. 2 weeks before my father was dead. He died. I knew that, he died. He was in the ICU and then he Was dead. And it was a golden opportunity for me to practice whether what I'm saying here could be applicable. It's an opportunity. Now, there is this, the Zen story. It says that wherever you point your nose, the truth is waiting. Huh? What do you think? Once again, it's a koan. Is it? Is it? If you look at yourself, truth is there. See if it is true or not. Keep that in your mind. Huh? Okay, right. Now, yourself. There are certain things that you know about yourself and others. Right? In the meantime, there are certain things that you know, but others don't know. Now, vanchaka, in the sense, cheating mentality. Cheating mentality. Some people earn a lot by doing in certain unlawful things, and then they give dana. Right? Once again, in psychology, that is called defense mechanism. Defense, you just hide something because that guilty conscious or that guilty conscious related feelings keep coming, keep bothering you. To hide it, you are engaged in something, but your mind knows. You know about yourself, but others don't know. Are you still with me? Yes? If you are not with me, that's okay. This is not what I'm saying, but I'm just a tool here. I'm just a tool. Right? There are certain things that are expressed through me, that's all. I'm just a medium. Okay? Right. Now, now even like say, now we have PhDs and other Ds and everything. We'll say, now, had the Buddha been here, the Buddha would say, PhD, what's the big deal? If you are not still, able to attain Nibbana, what's the big deal? Like that. Okay? Right. So, and the blind spot, others know, but you don't know. There is another thing. There could be another realm that you don't know, and also others don't know. Is it possible? Possible? This is not what I'm saying, huh? Is it? You have something. I mean, could there be certain things, right, that are not familiar to yourself and also others. I mean, others do not know, and you are not aware of those things as well. Can there be unknown area? In that sense, this mind and body, indeed, in a way, mysterious, in a way, mysterious, could be mysterious. But here, the Buddha always says, Buddha has highlighted how important it is to be aware, be conscious, awareness. Can you understand why? Okay, let's go to the next. I mean, do you have anything to ask? Anything? Do you have anything, please? Any question?
Just a little question. So when you say awareness, is it the same as mindfulness? Would you say it's the same thing, or?
Okay, I will go with you. Just for the time being, we'll say yes. Okay? We'll go with that. Right. Anything? Any question? No? So far, so good. So far, so good. Right. Now, talking about personality, Buddha says, the mind and body are interlinked and interdependent. Would you agree? There is this sutta called Nalakalapa, right? I'm just bringing these, the suttas. I'm just pointing out these suttas just for your understanding. That's all, right? Okay. Which means it's just like this, two sets of bamboos leaning against each other. Like that, the mind-body relationship is like that. How are you now? How are you feeling now? How are you feeling now? How do you feel now at the moment? Just pause yourself. How? Confused. Miss Leslie says confused. If you are confused, that the confusion is visible. Through what? Through a body language. Yes. I'm trying to point out this in the mind-body relationship. Once there was this, a monk who was suffering from a skin disease. Skin disease. It was not curable. Kokalika Sutta. And finally, it was understood that skin disease was a result of his hatred. In psychology, we talk about something called somatoform disorders, which means there are certain physical illnesses, sicknesses, and etc. There are no biological causes. Psychosomatic, yes. Somatoform, psychosomatic, same, right? And what is the cause behind? Psychological. When I was practicing, I came across this girl who complained about headache. And initially, she went to meet another doctor, and then the doctor referred to me. And finally, she revealed the cause. And she was raped when she was a child. But it was not expressed to anybody else. During the session, she was able to express it. That expression, catharsis, that expression helped her overcome her headache. Even the blindness could be there. Paralysis could be there. Now you see the mind-body relationship, is it? Now that's why I ask, how do you feel now? Even sometimes you say, are you happy? Say, are you happy? Sometimes you say, yeah, happy. Okay, happy. But your body does not say that you're happy. That's why in psychology it is said, your body knows more than you know about yourself. Your body knows more than you know about yourself. That's why when certain patients and clients come to us and we just observe the person. You see, when a person is depressed, our next topic is going to be that, right? When a person is depressed, you know how the person is seated? Depressed. How? So everything is down. Shoulders are down. Even the knee, the head is down. Is it? Yes or no? But still they can smile. That is called smiling depression. Even sometimes people smile, but still, after some time, some commit suicide. Yes. So the smile is not an indicator. Yes, at the very beginning, I ask you to smile, pass a smile, to deceive your brain. But anyhow, smiling is not an indicator. Even you might be depressed. Yes, right? And that is a mind-body relationship. Body language. When it comes to anxiety, you know how people behave when it comes to anxiety? Anxiety. Have you experienced anxiety? Yes. Yes. Depression? Yes. Congratulations. Why I said congratulations? Because now you are aware. Awareness. Because most of the time people are not aware. When people are not aware, depression can handle you. Anxiety can handle you. When you say, I know the guy. I know you. When I do not know, the guy can handle me, manipulate me. I say. Now, mind is not your best friend. Mind is neither your best friend nor your enemy. Are you with me? That's why Buddha says, mind is just like a magician. Are you with me? Fed up? No? Is it? Do you know this, the Zen story, the samurai? Samurai went towards a monk and asked, I just want to know where the hell is located. Right? The monk did not answer. Then again, samurai asked the same. The monk did not reply. Third time. Now you have to tell me where the hell is located. Yes. And the monk replied, now you see your face, the hell is there. Then suddenly he started smiling. There you go. The door of the heaven is open now. Now you see these two things are there in us. Clear? Right? Okay, now I ask you whether you are happy. What your mood is. How do you feel? Neutral observation, nothing. Neutral observation, nothing. Don't adjust yourself. Never ever adjust yourself. What can you say? Neutral? Neutral feelings? Neutral? Are you neutral? Are you neutral? Yes? Now, you are neutral. Most of you are neutral, I guess, I suppose. Now I ask you to think about the most unpleasant incident that you have faced. Have you experienced something like that? Or the saddest event? When you change the slide, what happens? You change the slide. When you change the slide, what happens? Automatically, your body is responding accordingly. Got it? Got it? Got it? With me? Yes? Yes? Now, step back. And still you can see the same incident. Got it? Are you with me? Then how do you feel? Yes, yes, yes. In Buddhism, there is this concept called Durato and Parato. Right? Durato in the sense distance. Something placed away from you. Parato, something belongs to someone, not to yourself. It doesn't belong to me. Got it? This is practical. Theory without practice is blind. Agree? I can come up with lots of theories. even the Dhamma, even the suttas, if they are not practical, there is no point. There is no point. There is no point. You should experience. In Buddhism, we say pratyaveksha. You have to experience it. Otherwise, why? No point. Now, durato, still, now your mind and body, now you know the relationship, right? Yes, 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 yes. Now I said, you are neutral. Okay, you are neutral. I'll have, 10 minutes left. I try to be, that's okay, right? Now, the same event, the same saddest, unpleasant event, can you bring it to your mind now? Yes? Now, can you see, you just have neutral observation, that's all. Awareness. Awareness and aware of. As if you are aware of me. Awareness is there and I am the object. The same incident you are aware of. Got it? Got it? Now you are a step behind. Is it clear? You are away from your experience. With me? With me? Now how do you feel? Does it bring, yeah. Same. If it is same, you are your thought. If it is same, you are still your thought. Yes. Yes. Just anxious. Yeah. What do you say? Agree? Agree? Emotion does not go away. Yeah, may not. May not. It depends once again. The person. Yeah. Yes. 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 No, you just think why the Buddha has come up with these two terms. Are you your thoughts? Are you your experiences? Are you your feelings? If so, just experience this. Neutral observation, that's all. Even you experience anxiety. Even you experience unpleasant feelings, that's all. As it is. Experience as it is. No manipulations. Nothing. When you try to manipulate, it could be suppression. You're not facing. Yes, you nod your head, yes. Right? Any questions? Any questions? This is not what I'm saying, huh? Yeah. Question?
Yeah. To understand this concept requires meditation.
Yes.
Unless you do meditation, you don't understand.
Even that is also meditation. Meditation is not like, you just sit in a place and you restrict yourself and do it like that. No, it's not like that. It has to happen. You should practice it, yes? You should practice it every time. Even when I'm doing, I should be aware that, what I'm doing here. If my mind is somewhere else, and I'm saying something else here, they are not compatible. Here, what I'm saying should be filtered through my awareness. Agree? Yes. Normally, a person experiences, it is said, neurologically, we experience approximately 76,000 thoughts per day. 76,000 thoughts per day. When a thought comes, if you are not aware, you just go with the thought. When another thought comes, you just go with the thought. And you are roaming all around the day. So which means meditation is not something like, you just sit in a place and you engage. No. Every time. Now let's focus on your personality. I have only 5 minutes. Huh? Okay. Right. Mind, now you are familiar with mind-body relationship, I guess. If something happens to your body, that has an impact on your mind as well. Buddha says, there is this sutta called Dart Sutta. Dart, you know dart? Arrow. Salla Sutta. Normally individuals are pierced by 2 arrows when it comes to physical illnesses. Suppose that, the first arrow is the physical illness. And right after that, there is another arrow that pierces you. That is the psychological arrow. That is more painful. Some Buddha says, sometimes, I can't help with the first one. Not sometimes, every time, I can't help with the first one. What I can do, what I can show is that you can extract the second arrow by what? Yata Bhuta Jnana Darsana. Accepting the fact that this is it. This is it. Even you don't have to hide the pain, psychological pain. Here, extracting in the sense, being aware of that is more than enough. Right. Personality. Now, it's just like this, your personality is just like a wall, according to psychology. There are traits. The traits, just like building blocks. Building blocks. Right? Now, in psychology, we use the word cardinal trait. Cardinal in the sense, what one prominent trait dominates your whole personality. Got it? If we talk about Hitler, okay. On the other hand, Mahatma Gandhi, at the extreme. Mother Teresa, great Alexander. Now you see, mind-body relationship, one particular trait is governing the person's not only personality, but the behavior and everything. Now, if I ask you to define who you are by using one particular word in terms of the traits, what can you say? No need to think about these 6. Mr. Tilak is concerned about these 6. Compassionate. When you say the word compassionate, does something block that word? Do you understand what I say? Does something block that word, compassionate? 100% guaranteed. Yes? 100% guaranteed. Sure. On your statement that you say you are compassionate. Yes. Others? Even that should not be, positive, so-called positive. Now, because we have gathered here and there are people around, and you are worried that, sometimes some people, others, might, judge me. Right? No one is going to judge you. Even the judgment is a part of it. That's okay. Let it come and let it go. That's okay. That's fine. The judgments are also welcome. Judgments are also welcome. No problem at all. Anything? Anybody? Caring. Wow. Caring. Good. Indulgence. Okay. Others? Overthinking. Okay. You know the fact that you are overthinking. You know the fact that you are overthinking. Oh. Okay. You know the fact that you are overthinking. Good. Awareness is there. Yeah. Awareness is there. And you are aware of. Got it? Got it? Got it? Yes. Yeah. Awareness and aware of. Got it? Cool. Others? I can see social psychology here. In social psychology, you don't come up with your own idea because you're thinking about others. Others might say something, so I should not say. That is social psychology. Anybody? Last time? Friendly. Good. Mr. Tilak. Lovable. See, there you go. Lovable. Envy. Now, it's just used one word and you have concised all your personality to one word, which means awareness and aware of. Got it? Which means if that is your cardinal trait, the prominent trait, your behavior is strongly governed by that. That is not what I am saying. Right? That's how the cardinal trait is defined. That doesn't have to be true. But in Buddhism, there are these, the 6 types. Some are greedy. That's okay. Greedy. Hatred is also possible. And deluded in the sense, thoughts keep coming and you are clouded. When you step back, see how things are clouded, that is awareness. Useful. If you are clouded, your behavior is governed by that. Clear? Right? Okay? So, faithful, intelligence, and speculative, some other tone. I'm not going to explain all those. But let me explain this, and with that, I'm going to conclude. Right? This is it. That's all. With that, I'm going to conclude. Now, you have seen this iceberg. Right? You have seen this iceberg. I'm not going to talk about the iceberg because you mentioned about the guilty conscious feelings and the ideas there, right? Now, you have seen snakes. Snakes are there they are supposed to be in the dent. The dents, right? By looking at the dents, of course, you can't see that, the snake is there. Buddha has used this analogy. Sometimes we behave as if the snake is coming out of the dent and bite another person. What do you mean by that? There are certain suppressed thoughts. During my discussion, I said certain thoughts keep coming to you. That is this stage. Psychological, that is called pariyuttana. You experience that. You don't know where they are coming from. Am I correct? You don't know where they are coming from. But they keep coming. Yes or no? They keep coming. Finally, they are just acted out through actions or through words. Yes or no? This is where the Buddha has prescribed sila. Here, sila, behavioral. Is it clear what I say? Which means suppose that, I'm blaming, I'm hitting you. My hitting is the action, assaulting is the action. Now you see, what has fueled this action? Do you understand what I say? Right? Action is fueled by a psychological state. We'll say hatred, anger, and behind that, there should be certain conditions factors. Got it? Condition factors generate anger. Is there a person that you don't like to see in your life? Yes. 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 Now, suppose that, it's there on your slide. He's there on your slide, or she's on your slide now. Now, it's on the slide. The person is on the slide. Yes? Now, when that object appears, what is the response? Suddenly, anger comes, yes or no? But if I see the same object, will I experience anger? I will not. That is your personal stuff. That is why Buddha says, Nanatta Kaya, Nanatta Sanya, different individuals perceive differently. See things differently. Right? I was to talk about that, but I don't have enough time. Let me talk about that later on. You all are living in a perceptual world, different worlds. So, if I understand your perceptual world, I have to get into that. Otherwise, I can't. If you understand me, you have to come here and stand with me. That's what the Buddha did. In psychology, you say you have to walk a mile with my own shoes, with your own shoes, with another person's shoes. Then only you know how difficult it can be. Now that person appears, can you see the changes that you experience? Bodily changes even. Chemical changes you experience. If the person comes towards you, what happens? Sometimes you might feel like hitting. You might feel like scolding. That is the action. But you see, action is governed by the psychological factors, and latent in the sense, behind the curtain, there are certain conditions. Latent, yes. Latent in the sense suppression. I said, don't suppress. Suppression in the sense, you just push certain thing from your psychology. I asked that question during my discussion. Then what happens? Intensity or the pressure becomes maximized. Agree? Yes. When it comes to awareness, the intensity, what happens? It's just like CCTV camera. The camera, scan camera, and a thief. When the thief sees that the camera is there, what will happen to his behavior? Like that, awareness plays a vital role. It's a key. It's a key even in anxiety. I know. I have experienced anxiety as well. I had performance anxiety. I am an actor in Sri Lanka. So, performance anxiety was a part of my life then. Right? Then it was a golden opportunity for me to practice this. Okay? Now I agree with this. Now here, this is where the sila is important. Sila. You just guard yourself. No hitting, no scolding, no any actions, harmful actions. Psychological, this is a samatha. Samatha. Samatha in the sense, you just keep things down for a while. In samatha meditation, you are engaged in. And when it comes to vipassana, the wisdom, the light, it shows the whole process. You don't manipulate. You see things as they are. I guess with that, I would like to conclude my discussion for today. And there are many slides in my protocol, right? There are several slides, but just ignore, no problem. Slides won't do that much, right? But the discussion does. So with that, I would like to conclude my discussion. If you have any questions, so here I'm here. I'm just a tool, right? Once again, yeah.
The Buddha talks about acceptance.
Yes.
What about a foreign invader, for example, invading and destroying the Nalanda University?
Yes.
Do the monks need to stand and
No, that is not. That is passive accept. That is passiveness. It's not the fact. Now, it's not. I mean, here, of course, what I'm saying, I'm strongly focusing on the individual's life, your own life, and your passage of life. When it comes to politics, and there are certain suttas which elaborate on political, we'll say, policies that one should stick to. For example, Chakravarti Sihanada Sutta, like that, there are many suttas like that. So they talk about that. Here, of course, I'm leading you towards wisdom. I'm driving you towards wisdom, nothing else. Because even in Buddhism, there are certain suttas which can be used for, day-to-day purposes, mundane purposes. True. Yes, there are. Right? But here is something else. Okay? Thank you for asking.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I think a little bit controversial.
Yeah.
So I hope you don't mind.
Yes.
Doctor, you have been asking a lot of questions.
Yes.
Yeah, to us. And it's quite confusing because many of them we cannot answer ourselves, or we are not aware, or we never even thought of. Just now you pump in a lot of things, So in the end, there are so many things, so it's a bit confusing.
Yes.
So in the final analysis, because you're saying, and you keep mentioning about awareness.
Yes.
So in the final analysis, who are you or who am I?
What do you
Your
say?
final message for us.
Yes.
Because you bring so many things here and there.
Yeah.
So ultimately, final analysis, who are we?
Yes.
Or is it you cannot answer?
Yes. Now, who are you was there on the slide, right? In return, you say, who am I? I am here, of course, asking, who are you? Here, this is my question. And this should have been changed into who I am. Who am I? Yes. Here, of course, I'm just throwing this question at you. Who are you? Even now itself, I can change it into who am I? Now, I kept on asking questions, even in Buddhism, even when the Buddha was questioned, some questions were left behind, were not answered. Right? When someone asked a question, the Buddha replied with a question, with another question. Sometimes Buddha directly gave the answer. Sometimes Buddha gave an elaborative answer, and sometimes Buddha did not respond at all. I guess you got what I have done throughout the discussion. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Now, yes, now, I don't know who you are. You only know who you are. That's okay then. That is your answer. I don't know. Understand that? Yeah, okay, right. Thank you once again. And we had a nice time together, I guess. It's indeed a nice time. Yeah. But yeah, that's once again a Quan. Oh yes, then I should find it out. Right, yeah.
You know, you talk about being aware of your, what they call it, like your anxiety or your happiness or whatever. Most of us, as you know, are involved into the emotions, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, if we have successfully been so good that we can actually distance ourselves from it or really kind of observe ourselves on it.
It's a very good question.
Would it kind of not like creating another split personality of yourself? It's kind of you.
No.
No,
I thought, I expected that question.
Yeah, since you're a psychologist, right? That's why I use the word split personality. It's kind of like you actually end up creating a split personality of yourself. You observe yourself.
Yes. No. If you expect me to talk about split personality, it will take the whole day, right? No, that's okay. No problem. Okay, no problem. Once again, it's an idea. Once again, ideas are generated by our mind. Yeah, it's true. Here, of course, even you are not trying to stay away from your thoughts, but identification itself, awareness itself keeps you away from that emotion. Do you understand what I say? Otherwise, you are merged with the emotion. You are merged with your thought. Not emotionless. So I didn't get you.
Sorry. Is it emotions part of this?
Emotions, yes. We are experiencing emotions. Like I said, you cannot chase them away. And you should not. If you try to chase them away, what will happen? In return, they keep coming towards you. Emotions. Yeah. Now, emotions are just like billboards. Emotions are just like billboards. It's just like this. Suppose then, this screen is your emotion. But, it is stick to something else. Like, it is combined with your thoughts. Emotions are not experienced without your thoughts, because thoughts are always there in the back. Got it? Got my point, I guess. Right? Now, even emotions and feelings are two different things. The same emotion would be felt in two different ways to two different individuals. So in that sense, emotions are universal, more or less, but feelings are subjective. Is it clear? Feelings are subjective in your own world. So there, you can still say it's a part of me. Yes, it's there. Part of me in the sense, it is something that I experience. In our day-to-day lives, can you prevent? You cannot prevent. They take place. Thinking, it happens. It takes place. Do you understand what I say? 76,000 thoughts, as I mentioned. Everybody is experiencing. The thing is, like I said, if you are not aware, light, awareness, thoughts, emotions, feelings can take you anywhere they want. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm talking about. Even suppose that you are depressed, that's fine, that's okay. That is emotion. Sadness, excessive sadness results in depression. Then how does a person get away from it? Trying to chase it away? No. Then it becomes maximized once again. That's why now the modern psychologists, they say, don't try to chase it away. See it is as it is. See it as it is. See it as it is. No manipulations. That's what I'm thinking. It's not like you are here and you are just focusing on something else. No, not like that. Suppose that last time, I know it might be, getting bored, right? So this is the space. Now you see this. Do you see the space? No, you don't see the space. But you know that the space is there. Now these are the objects. So if this is awareness, this, got it? Are you with me? If this space is the awareness compared to awareness, this space is aware of each and every object in this room. This space is not trying to manipulate. That is what I'm talking about. I guess now you understand. Yes, Yata Bhuta Jnana Darsana. Right. Okay. You might be having certain queries, and let's talk about. Yeah.
Can I just give my own life?
Yeah, yes. Why not?
Actually, I worked in the agriculture department in Malaysia. And then during my time there as a young man, I always blame people except myself. Everyone is wrong. I get angry. I get irritated. It's just not depression, sort of low mood, unhappiness. Then I migrated to New Zealand. Of course, the agriculture I can't use there, so I became a mental health nurse. Mental health nursing brought me into contact with mindfulness. Okay, then I started curious about it, and I started doing my meditation. And that's what you said in the beginning. My psychologist friend said, psychology is basically Buddhism packed into a book and printed a degree, and they offered us, he said. Yeah. So that excited me, and then I went deeper. And all this theory you're giving here today should be learned together with meditation. And today, I've become an observer of things. Yeah, I don't react now. I do not know how the meditation took me to that position. And they always say, don't ask anything from their meditation. Keep doing, and you will find the answer, they say. So that's not the experience. You will know yourself through meditation. Without meditation, theory is no use.
Meditation, once again, I mentioned what meditation is supposed to be. Once again, not like, sitting in a place. It's not like that. Once again, awareness is the key. I would have repeated that word again and again and again. Where do you find awareness? Where? Within ourselves. Awareness, even in meditation, awareness itself is meditation. then we are together. Right. Okay.
Back. Yeah. Thank you.